Okay, so let's get rid of the equipment off of this one. And then in standard, let's get rid of the commander's vision. There we go. Boom. Right. What is going to be the next tank? Or what is it going to be? The Cobra. Okay. So, I have never played this tank. Ever. I only got it the other day. So this is going to be interesting. What do I want in it? Let's take some pudding and tea. Let's take med pack. Right, let's have a look at the ammo. I said I've never played this tank. I know nothing about this tank. Other than when it absolutely slaps me hard. Right. So we know it's an auto loader. So that's 360 for 268 pen. 210 pen for shell velocity. So the HE shell velocity is quite high here. We've got 2 sets of high explosive. Well, for an extra 25 damage, that doesn't seem worth it. So I don't want that. The question is, do we do that? I mean, there's 130 different average damage. Actually, let's take 16 and 12. I think that works nice. And then let's see, what equipment do we want on the Cobra? What equipment? Vents, vert stabs, and an aiming device. Okay. Vents in here. Vert stabs. And an aiming device. Okay. Okay, let's have that auto return on equipment. And a preset. Let's give a style to our Cobra. What style should we give it? What style should we give it? This isn't a tank I think I'm going to play a lot of. So let's give it something we've got plenty of. The styles. These are all ones. I think we've got a few down here. Blitz tack. Go with that. There we go. Oh, and we've got our crew. Brothers in arms. So you can see we've literally never played this tank. So on completion of the battle pass, I bought the Cobra because we're missing 2 of the battle pass token tanks because I missed a few battle passes. So we're missing the Lorraine. And we're missing the BZ, but we have this and the KPZ and all the others like Char and stuff like that. So here we go, the Cobra. First time we're ever playing the Cobra. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. Oh. Just a reminder to everybody that is tuned in, is we are streaming live on Twitch, Kick and YouTube. So if you do see me talking to people and wondering who I'm talking to, they might well be looking and listening and watching on another platform. Right, where are we going with Cobra? So I think I'm going down to the south. See if we can get in a position to maybe ambush somebody.
Time to roll out.
Okay, fairly quick on the turning. Look at that, it's got a nice traverse. Not the fastest from a top speed perspective, so we're not going to be rushing into any position. You can see the Saladin obviously rushing off there, but even the Progetto a long way off. So we are not running into position. Of course, we are lacking crew skill as well, which is going to be a problem. I'm guessing the 122 TM is going to go hull down over here. Going hull down isn't going to be the easiest. So we're going to have to work out how we can get... Oh, there's a Foch coming up here. That's less than ideal as well. I really don't want to go head-to-head with the Foch. I want to go head-to-head with the Foch. That TL1LPC.
It's a trap! Enemy armor is damaged.
This looks like an alright position. We've got no artillery against us. They do have to peek up quite a way because we've got guys that are playing hull down at the top, and that's fine. I can't get there, but there's the Foch.
It's a trap! Penetration.
Oh, I thought I was going to get that final shot into him, but it was worth a go. And I do see a lot of people. I mean, obviously the highest damage is going to be spamming the gold HE shells, but the lack of pen, you know, in the heat and the heat with 268 pen does make this pretty reasonable in a fight like this in the city. So this might actually be a good tank as well, where you might consider having two different ammo loadouts, particularly if you were going up against tier 10s as well, right? Look at that. Look at the reload though. So a long old reload. It's a long old reload. And the aim time is pretty slow. So if these guys are going to push up, is there something we can do here?
Moving to cover your flank. It's a trap!
Now there's a Scorpion there.
One of our tracks is damaged.
And I've got... It's got no gun elevation. It's got no gun elevation. Look at that. It's got no gun elevation. How shit is that?
This vehicle has had it.
Okay. So we've learnt about that tank. That's what happens when you play a tank for the first time. Look at the hill we're on. We were down here and we couldn't get any... It's got no gun elevation at all. So that's interesting. These guys are camping like crazy. We've got no spotting in the middle. So it was a risky play. It was an aggressive play. I honestly thought we had an opportunity to come round here, be in the shadow from the guys up on the hill. I thought I might take it one hit from the mid, but not as much as we did. And we could finish the Progetto. But I can't shoot up a hill, apparently, in this tank. So that sucked. That sucked big time. So we're going to have to wait for this one to finish the battle so we can get the equipment off it. Yeah, too aggressive. But I honestly thought that we could have taken the Progetto out quickly, reloaded, and then gone after these guys around the corner. Maybe... Actually, no. Well, maybe I should have just run around the corner, but then I didn't want the Progetto to get a whole clip into me. So, yeah, shame. But, you know, take risks, and sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. That didn't. And it just goes to show that, like, playing tanks, like, one at a time like this is not the most effective way of playing this game. Right, you know, if I'd have played this tank 100 times, I'd know exactly what the gun elevation was. So, you know, if you're going to play games where you're going to be shooting up, this tank is not it. This tank is not it. So this tank capable of way more than that, and yeah, we didn't get to realise it, unfortunately. There you go. Next. Next. But yeah, can you think we were on that pathway? Look how if you come here, we were on the pathway at first before we drove back. That's not that steep. And we did not have the gun elevation to shoot that Progetto. So you can't. You've got, like, literally. It looks a lot here. It looks a lot, but it's not at all. Not at all. Maybe it's got better gun depression. We'll have to have a look when we get into the screen. The gun elevation versus gun depression, because that was not ideal. Well, first time in the tank was a disaster. Was a disaster. Oh dear. Come on, guys, wrap it up then. Wrap it up. See what tank we're going to play with next in our evening of Randomizer. Oh, 1-2 TTN gets a nice hit on the brass, but he gets shot back in return. Who's next?
It's a trap.
Okay, we've got the Indian Panzer, who's pretty much full hit points. And the UDES. UDES is going to get bum rushed. Can he get the Barask? Indian Panzer didn't make the most of that. It's a bit of an odd position that he's going to sit in. Yeah. Okay. He's being... He has... Did he just have no clue he was being bum rushed, or... That was an interesting one. Did he have no clue there was someone coming up behind him? Oh, that's tunnel vision, right? That's tunnel vision if you didn't see that. Holy potatoes. You know, when was the last time you saw a Ferdinand approaching you stealthily? Oh dear. Yeah, terrible game. Yeah, thank you for that. Please remind me again that we played terribly. We played too aggressive is what we did. And we paid the price. Right, okay, let's get rid of the equipment. Randomizer. So guys, what are we getting next on our randomizer? Tiers 1 to 10. Can be anything. Could be anything. We played a BT-7 artillery today. Oh, the Lerva. Now this is one of, if not my most played tank. One of, if not my most played. So, with that in mind, it is the reason I like it. I wouldn't say it's still a good tank. It's not as competitive as it used to be, but what is good about this tank is for some reason it's got a really good credit multiplier, and it just prints credits. It's got really good standard ammo as well. The average ammo there's 234 penetration, and here, you know, going up to the you know, a lot higher into the sort of high 280s. The HE is not half bad either. We got a reasonable crew in it, not a 5-skill crew, but it's not a bad crew. And we do have our first mark of... In fact, we're up to nearly 80% on our mark of excellence work on this. And we're not even playing for mark of excellence on it. You know, we're not playing with food. We're not playing with premium consumables. That is just credit grinding has got us to this point. It's a good tank. Now I've said that, it's going to treat me like crap, right? Oh, dear. You just know it. You just know it. Whenever you say something is good, you just know you're going to get treated like crap. But we do have a decent battle here. There's potential here. Right. Let's see. Let's see.
Move out.
I'm going to go play in the heavy line where the crashed airship is. I think that is definitely the best place for us to play. Particularly in this tank, it's not bad hull down, but it's also very slow. So playing the slow, grindy line, I think, will work better for it. And the speed is what I think stops this from being a great tank in the modern World of Tanks. Modern World of Tanks is much faster than when this tank was put into the game. You know, it's one of the very early Tier 8 premiums. Back when they were designed to be slightly worse and a fully upgraded Tech Tree tank. So this was designed to be slightly worse and a fully upgraded Tiger 2. But I think in the end they were probably about on par back in the day. The Tiger 2 having the slightly better hull armor when angled properly. This one's lower front plate is a nightmare. It gets set on fire quite a bit, damage to the engine, and with gold you can penetrate the cheeks of the turret. And it does obviously have a little bit of a cupola, but it's still pretty good. It's still got pretty decent turret armor. Right, what have we got here? So unfortunately, we've got our AMX is playing in an awful position. Yes, I'm playing back because I can see what's happening around this corner. There we go. We did get his track. No one's going to take advantage of that. Ooh, look at you. T-29 in a... but he's got his turret facing toward. We do get the track of the Tiger again. He doesn't have a repair kit this time. And, oh, yeah, somebody is able to do something with it. No, you're going to block me. Thank you very much for that. We are able to bounce the T-29. We take the artillery. I'm aware of the T-29 on the hill. The enemy definitely do have a better position, but I think we can use this hold down position because we can cover what's up on the hill, but we can also cover what's coming around the corner. He's going to scoot back. He's playing smart. T-29. The T-29, for him to be able to get high enough over, he's having to expose the front of his hull. Can't get a shot on that 252U, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to retreat, unfortunately. So we have no option here. We're too slow to do anything. We just got to try and use as much of the hull down as we can. We'll finish him off.
The rangefinder took a hit. We can only shoot close targets.
So that T-29 was pretty smart. We do get typical 0 damage crit into the defender. I mean, what is there to say in a match like this? What's that? Baba Ganesh. Here's hoping for a TKS 20. He loved that tiny little tank. Well, pray in the randomizer. Pray in the randomizer, Baba Ganesh. You never know what we might get. The Lerva there, though, look, we got 2.5k damage in a 3-minute game. In 3 minutes, all the heavies with me had managed to get themselves obliterated. And we ended up with 2,700 combined. Do you know what? I'm not sad about that. We've pushed ourselves to over 80% towards our mark of excellence, so we're only 4.8% off of our second mark in the Lerva, and we're not even trying. I think it's a great tank. I love the accuracy of the gun and the penetration. I think we held our flank pretty well, and our team might actually go on to win this. They've won the other flank. The TDs won the hill, so credit to the rest of the team that's still alive. It's interesting. The team that's still alive right now, they played that left flank very well. I felt our heavies that played in the airship area did not. play that well. The only thing I think that I wish I'd done differently is I was still concerned about going too far around the corner. I probably should have come further back round so that the RHM and that could have got better shots off. But I knew I had ISU covering from behind. So, yeah, it's maybe, it's always benefit of hindsight when you're in the middle of a battle and you're, there's 10 people rushing you. But, yeah, it's a solid result given, like I say, that all our heavy tanks died in 3 minutes. The issue we've got now is all that's left are TDs. So our team is now very static. The enemy still have a Barask. We still have a Type 62. So the ISU here, he actually did really well. He's probably got some good damage, actually, because look at this position he's got. I mean, that is shooting barrels there. So I'm sure, actually, he contributed to most of that. The RHM here, an interesting choice with the tree at this stage of the battle. Can he get a shot off on the 252U? Maybe, maybe not. 252U is well in cover. Type 62, I feel, is not contributing enough here. As a light tank, I feel he should be more further forward. Utilising his camo and his spotting, his mobility. Whereas right now, I'd be amazed if he's actually out-spotting the RHM and E25. So even if tanks appear here, they should be able to shoot them without his spotting. And that E25 over here, where is he? This guy is, now that is proper E25 spotting. But it's going to be quite a stalemate now. This is one of the problems when you've got so many TDs in the game. Or all TDs left, is that the game gets quite static because people don't want to rush up on TDs don't want to move, so it does massively slow the game down. But this E25 is doing an excellent job. Super Hellcat making a break for it, gets away with it. The T28 prop misses him and gets slapped in return by a Scorpion G. And that's a big loss. That would have been a nice crossfire from that T28 Pro who wasn't spotted until he take a shot at the Super Hellcat and missed. Probably a position where he'd have been better off making the shot count, because now that whole flank is open. The T62 moved to go and duel a defender, or a 252U, which is really a defender. Not quite sure what he was hoping to achieve with that one. He was fighting that tier 8 heavy tank in a position where he had no support. Probably could have been more used doing something else, like spotting. Okay, so this E25 is spotting like crazy. Oh, that would have been clutch. If the artillery... Oh, the RHM spotted... probably from the 252U. If the artillery had hit that Scorpion G, that could have been an interesting development. Man, who'd have thought that the game could depend upon artillery making shots? So this E25 being able to hold his position very well. Artillery going in, not quite sure what he was shot at there. So yeah, the E25, he's got his wits about him. He can see that the vulnerability is now coming in from behind. Oh, and he gets spotted by an aggressive Scorpion. And this game, I think now, is all over. I'd be amazed if this E25 can escape.
It's a trap!
And you're about to get... Oh, he just goes down a dip. The Scorpion misses, goes all the way over the top. And the E25 does manage to escape. Now that could hurt, because the E25 will outspot the Scorpion. If they've got the range and the cover, the E25 will outspot. But If the Barask is running a spotting setup, the Barask will have a good chance of rooting out the E25. What's this E25 up to? He's taking another position over here. Yeah, and as expected, there we said it, the Barask, and this E25 spotted by the S1. And the E25, look, it's actually probably a slightly overpowered tank, particularly given it retains its camo value when firing. But the S1, you know, up against tier 8 tanks, they have great spotting. And we saw that the Barask there with its spotting setup was able to root out the other E25. Now, can they at least get the Scorpion G down? Unfortunately not, and that artillery is dead ski. That artillery is dead. The 252U there can't get a shot. Oh, the ISU is using a camo net. And yeah, unfortunately, the E25 here caught by the S1 and the Hellcat, and it's all over for this ISU. If I was the ISU, I'd be moving right back up into the corner. It's too late. And he is killed off as well. Well played to the enemy team. They did well. They did well. This is a classic case where I think if the heavy line had been better and was able to hold their line better, then that the other part of the team did well enough. They should have accounted for it. So you believe in your randomizer, but dinner first. You'll be back. Yeah, no worries, buddy. No worries. You get some food. So there you go. That we were second by the XP. We were top by the damage. Not unhappy with that as a result. Not unhappy with that. Lerva, great tank. Even today, it's a great tank. Ultra competitive tank, no. Credit earner, absolutely. Oh, I didn't put auto return on the equipment there. So yeah, I mean, what did we earn? I forgot to look. We still earned 63,000 credits on a loss, and that wasn't an amazing game. So, you know, 100k games are not that hard to come by. Cool. What is next on the randomizer? What is next? The ELC Even 90. Right. Okay. This little cheeky tank. So, Commander's Vision. And what are we going to put on here? I think I'm going to go with vents and optics. And a camo directive because we've got a terrible crew. So that gives us 41.8 camo. So we're a little bit down on camo, but that will help it a little bit. We've managed to get our view range up to 459. So yeah, that should be solid. That should be solid. Right. This is a tank which, regardless of how I play in it, because I don't really like light tanks, this is a tank that I consider to be broken in the game. Someone that has a very good skilled crew with all the good modules and food and everything else on their ELC will outspot any other tier 8 light tank, which makes playing other tier 8 light tanks against ELCs horrid. Horrid. And this is the map that we have. Right. Right. Not ideal. Let's see where this guy's going to go.
Let's go.
Right, so this guy's going here. Okay, fine. There's no point both scouts going to the same location, so I'm going to go and play down over here. Let's see if we can...
It's a trap!
Yep, spotted, moving into position, less than ideal. Let's see if we can spot people coming across here. There's one. There's a Barask. Okay, there's a 56 TP. There we go, T34, T832. BZ176. Stay away from that bad boy. The important thing is giving our team intel of who's where, right? So they know who's coming.
It's a trap!
Yeah. I need to watch out for them pushing the dip. If they push and win the dip, this position becomes impossible to play. And there's our BZ. Okay, right. Okay. We're kind of as high up as we can be, trying to see that. Let's hope that T-34 won't spot me. Hopefully he still won't be looking for me up here either. They're looking for me on the ground. Yeah, that's where they think I am. I'm literally right in front of him. I'm just hoping that I'm in a place that's just not that obvious. If nothing else, I'm taking a T-34 out of the game. Shit.
It's a trap!
Well played to the T-34. Well played to the T-34. You'd like to think by distracting a tier 8 tank like that for most of the game that your team would be able to capitalize on it, but not in this case. Not in this case. That's a shame. We were actually not that far away from capping the base, which I still think, by the way, given the way this game is going, is the right thing to do. Though it looks like at this moment we are going to be in a losing position. Oh, you're kidding me. All right. Let's try something different.
It's a trap!
Oh. Fucking Barasks. I hate them. Oh, dear. Well, again, and there's nothing you can do. When you got a team like this, you know, you're doing everything you can, and the team, you know, what's for spotting here? The battle was won in an area where people are fighting over a single hill, where spotting doesn't mean a damn. We spotted the entire enemy team going into the location. They took no damage. Artillery was sleeping. And our team have completely lost that entire part of the map where the cap is. The T-34 played well to be able to dig me out and reset the cap. If he hadn't done that, we'd have won by cap. Overall, shitty map, shitty game mode for this tank. If this was a normal game mode version on this map, we'd have had better luck from it. But yeah, overall, it's shite, to be honest. And sometimes the games go that way. Sometimes the games go that way. You can spot the enemy for days. If your team don't shoot them, you're fucked. It's as simple as that. Yeah, good, right. Fine, I hate light tanks anyway, so even if it is what I consider a broken light tank, but you get shit game modes. I mean, play Himmelsdorf, yeah, good luck. Right. Please don't give me any more garbage like that. We've had more than our fair share of light tanks this evening. Yeah, we didn't do that either. Right, next. Next tank. The ST2. Okay. Tier 10 heavy. Was recently buffed. Still don't think it's amazing. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we need on this one, we need hardening with aiming device and vert stabs. Do you think gun handling might be a thing on this tank? I think so. Right, enable auto equipment auto return. There we go. Crew working on its repairs on its third skill. At least we've got a full brother in arms crew, which is not bad. And we're kitted out there. But field mods. We have no field mods, and actually the crew isn't 100%, having just moved up from the IS-32, so they're not quite 100% crew yet, which is a pain. But anyway, let's go. I really don't think there should be crews less than 100% in the game. I think that's a really silly thing that they've put in, but it is what it is. Okay. Never played this tank before either. First time ever played it. It's the interesting thing playing with this randomizer. We're playing tanks we've never actually played.
Time to roll out.
Right. We've got light tank going up to play in the forest along with the EBR. Manticore's going out to field, which is nice. Super Conqueror going somewhere I've no idea where. EBR coming to screw us all over coming up the hill. Turn and face, turn and face. At least if anyone does shoot us, they're going to have to shoot the front of our turret rather than the side of it. So we only have to get one shot to beat our average damage, because we've never played this tank before. Even some assistance damage would work. Right. So the enemy tanks, the VZ-55 is the one that would give me most cause for concern, along with the Jagdpanzer E100, of course. B183 is a dangerous tank, but control its user as much as the enemy. So we're obviously clearly playing here in ultra defensive location. I'm not quite sure why we're deciding to play the city but not play the city, given that there's plenty of us here. Alright, there's the Caro.
It's a trap!
Okay, I wasn't expecting the M5Y just to come flying around like that. He's going to have an advantage. He's got a hull down position there because he's playing over the wall. Have we got a sight of anything here? A Caro maybe.
It's a trap!
Oh, we did get the shot on him. Oh, the FV's come around the corner as well. Why are our team playing so bloody passive here?
It's a trap!
That M5 is clearly just going to camp away, and the Caro's running. Okay. That sucks. The armor on this tank, not as good as I thought it might be, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, okay, I'm going to move from this position. I don't like playing there anymore. Man, I actually can't decide where I want to play. Is that M5Y coming up on... He is as well. Oh, come on! Jesus Christ. What's the pen on this garbage? 310 apparently. Not enough.
Enemy armor is hit.
And clearly shitty gun handling to go with it. How the frick does that miss? Apparently we can't shoot the whole side of the... and 0 damage crit.
Penetration.
So fortunately our team are actually playing really well. I'm playing this tank like garbage. The mouse, he's using the mouse as cover. I did manage to get the shot into his turret ring. Okay, not the best game. Yeah, the hull armor clearly is not uber. I mean, if you look at where we got penned, there's obviously a lower plate issue. We'll have a look on battle hits afterwards to see where those pens were. But we didn't bounce. We bounced one shot. We bounced one shot. I believe I poker face. Are you chat banned? I don't know. I always shoot gold, so bad players have excuse for their incompetence. Well, it's a tier 10 that when I was playing things like Onslaught and stuff, it's useful to be shooting gold because every other motherfucker is. But there you go. Right, so that one is, well, I'll go for field mods, but yeah. Let's see where this tank's armor. Never played. It's the first time we played it, so we're still learning about its armor. Got a good shot into the turret ring of that one. Yeah. 0 damage crit, spaced armor. Yeah. Turret ring again. Nice shot. Apparently that one, even though he aimed here, didn't go where he wanted it. That one, yeah, okay. Where did that go? It's obviously an invisible shell, apparently. That one, as you'd expect, and that one exactly where you want it. Okay, but where did I get penned? That one, yep, fine. Okay. Lower plate. Through the side armor. It's because I was angled here, so he was where he was looking at it was flat, more flat. Okay. That one was the one that bounced, and lower plate. Okay. Be interested to know what the thickness here is like. But there you go. That was the STII. Like I say, got a buff recently. I think most people consider it still only mediocre. Right. That's that one done. Right, randomizer. What are we going to get next? Could be anything. Tier 1 to tier 10. Let's see. We've had a mixture. Far too many light tanks. What's next? 50 TP prototype. Okay. I think if I remember, my equipment setup on this one was the same as what we've just used. No, Vents Rammer aiming device. So, Vents Rammer aiming device. There we go. And enable equipment auto return. There we go. And there you go. Look at that. Lovely gingerbread camo. Gotta love it. Christmas nearly upon us. But Halloween's coming first, which is my favourite time of year. Right. Okay, then. Let's go. 50 TP prototype. 50 TP prototype. An eye poker face coming in on Twitch. Just as a reminder, we are streaming on Twitch, on Kick, and on YouTube. So if I am talking to people, it's because they are on, and you can't see it, it's because they're on a different platform. Eye poker face is a guy that we see you around when World of Tanks is on. So there you go. Right. This isn't a tank that I really enjoy, I have to say.
Let's go.
We got Prokhorovka. So I think I'm going to play on the line over here. There is one artillery, so we are going to get banged for a good portion of the match, no doubt. This is an artillery's wet dream map. Light tanks and artillery on this map, wet dream. Okie dokie. Oh, Lorraine is spotted. ELC moving in an interesting way. Can they kill the enemy ELC? Enemy ELC is down. Our ELC still alive. Our Barask is getting slapped. But that could be clutch. Right, we got an AMX over here. Did that LT432. We got no shot on him. No. But the TS54 hits nicely. Right, I need to switch out on the next shot to HE. I do have intuition on this crew. Look at that. The reason is because I want to get rid of that. So that roof does block the way to shooting on the hill. Alright, can we get a shot on these guys? Aim time for days. And there.
Enemy armor is hit.
Want to make sure it counts. That he was pretty stationary on there, so we want to make sure that we make the shot count. You don't get many of them, so... Oh, is that 112 going again? Jesus. Oh, man, I thought he was... Oh, there he is. He is. But unfortunately, as is with World of Tanks, when it doesn't want you to hit, doesn't matter how carefully you aim, you'll still miss. Look at that. I mean, you can tell when the game is just sat there going, with a big fuck you, you're not going to hit anything, I promise. He's right behind that wreck as well. Look at that. Ah, there we go. There we go. Unfortunately, we're now a bit shafted because the two heavies playing the hill are not spotting the hill. Alright, where's that CS? Oh, can we get a shot off on this T103 crossing?
It's a trap!
Yes, we can. While bouncing the T26 and hastily retreating as we're spotted so we don't get shot from the hill. Alright, so we got a nice shot on the T103 crossing. The T26 playing there. Not much we can do about him right now. Oh, he is retreating. Are we going to get a chance for another shot onto him? No, because he's now disappeared from view. Balls. Iron Arnie, have we got a shot on him? Ooh, that AMX going down is clutch for me here. So now that those gone, now that M3Y and BZ should be pushing this like mad. They've got so much support.
Enemy armor is hit.
Boom! That should be their cue to move like hell now. They've got an open path to spot that last tank on the hill, if he's even still there, the Iron Arnie. ELC pushing up hard on this way, so I think we can make a push up to here now.
It's a trap!
Ooh, of all the tanks... Oh, just as we get the... Oh, hello. Nope. There's the Shrek. Ah, there they are.
It's a trap!
Enemy is hit.
Oh, the Iron Arnie. The Iron Arnie shoots... He's got a BZ and an M3Y coming down on him, and the Iron Arnie shoots me. We've got 711 on spotting there. That's Shrek as well. Don't hit me, you complete cocksucker. Right, no need. No need. Why would you do that? You also complain when you miss max range shots in your heavy tanks. Well, you should do. Because the person that wins the long range duel, if you've got two heavy tanks shooting at each other at long range, the person that wins is the person that gets lucky. Doesn't matter how good you aim, it's the person that gets lucky, not the person with the aiming skill. That's the difference. But still, anyway, right. That said, it was a win. We made 81,000 credits. We were 4th by the XP. We were 2nd by the damage. ELC, what did he get actually? Assistance, 9k. 9k. The ELC played amazing. And that just goes to show Prokhorovka, best light tank wins. Simple as that. He played it really well. He didn't actually go and try and duel the other ELC. He just went in into the dip, spotted the other ELC, waited for him to die, and then played the position. So he played really well. Credit to the ELC. Good player. Good player, and he got 9k assistance for it. Still a broken light tank. There we go.